I'd like to call up our second and final student to the podium. Kendra Gholson is also a founding student of NCA. And a few weeks back, I asked a couple of our students in my dystopian lit class, I set before them a challenge, and I said, you can write an essay. The best essay that we get out of this small cohort of 14 kids will be read aloud in front of Dr. West, in front of Mayor Booker. You'll have the opportunity to present your work. So I'm really excited to present Kendra Gholson to you. She's going to share a little bit of what's possible from our kids when they rise to meet a challenge. And then she shares this excerpt from an essay on The Handmaid's Tale.
Hi, my name is Kendra Gholson, and I'm a founding member of NCA's 11th grade class. Being a student at Newark Collegiate Academy allowed me to recognize that character is just equally important. I remember being a freshman and having to recite our school's mission statement to earn our locker. Back then, I didn't care much about the content of the statement. I just knew it felt like it. It wasn't until this year that I began to understand that our virtues, humanity, excellence, and courage are the nutrients of our life. The biggest lesson I've taught myself this year, as I grow 1 year closer to college, is that without developing the strength of your character, you lack eternity. So in order to further myself, to become a more metacognitive person, I chose to take Mr. Smalley's English class, Dystopian Literature, World Gone Wrong. Now I'm going to read to you an excerpt from an essay I wrote, which is a reflection on the book, The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I wait. I compose myself. Myself is a thing I must now compose as one composes a speech. What I must present is a made thing, not something wrong. Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale is a time-frame novel through the different tenses for an intentional effect on the reader. The handmaid in the novel, June, also known as Oswald, undergoes a series of dramatic struggles throughout the story. She has to learn how to adapt to living in such a harsh environment and become comfortable with having sex with the man who owns her at the time. Offred, a very strong-willed handmaid, learns how to cope with the circumstances by relating all of her obstacles back to her previous life. She forces herself to believe that the conditions are not that bad in Gilead, formerly known as the U.S., because even worse, she could be shipped to the colonies with the unwilling who cannot reproduce. To help survive the crucial life in the Republic of Gilead, Offred uses her memories to help revive her personal body. In this novel, Offred has a mix of memories while staying at the commander. However, her most valuable memories are those that free her, psychologically, from being at the commander's house. She lives her past with these recollections to juxtapose both women's circumstances, her former life against reality. In the novel, there are consistent patterns where she dwells on her past, creating a sympathetic tone for the story. Every night when I go to bed, I think, in the morning I will wake up in my own house and things will be back the way they were. It hasn't happened this many times. Offred desperately wants her old life back, her freedom, her family, and her body. Although she realizes that there is a slim chance that she will ever get any of these luxuries back, she continues to be optimistic because it is better than focusing on her purpose for the commander. Offred keeps faith. Every once in a while, I would take it out and look at it. It would make me feel like I had power, she says, referring to the cushion that has the words faith printed across the board. She holds on to her confidence because that is the only possession she has to mentally defeat the ruling class of Gilead. Offred develops these survival skills to learn how to escape the world of totalitarians and into a monarchy of her own thoughts. The Handmaid's Tale is extended between the past and present tense to show the relationship between both lives. The obstacles Offred struggles with in her past are the same ones she grows to overcome. She used to have trouble appreciating her freedom and voice, but that is no longer an issue. In this story, Offred experienced what it felt like to be physically controlled, so she had to learn how to use that and reverse it into mental freedom. Margaret Atwood's multi-award-winning novel touches upon the greater aspects of women in society in the perspective and value of life. After reading The Handmaid's Tale, I quickly decided it would become one of my favorite dystopian literature pieces. Offred becomes an important character to me because she was by far a powerful woman, resilient and humble. I work hard in school so that someday I can grow to become an inspirational role model to children, not a fictional character, a